Hi everybody, welcome to Raven Element. My name is Roses. Thank you for joining me again. Welcome back to my subscribers. I know it's been an incredibly long time. I don't think I've done a reading this year, to be honest. I've been really busy. And no real excuse except for the fact that I'm pretty much exhausted on the weekends. And I have many new decks that I've picked up, at least a handful, but today I'm reading with my two newest ones, which are the Gold Foil Tarot and this really cute custom deck that I actually posted about on Instagram and my socials. It's called Velvet Night Tarot. Yes, it looks like my cat. Yes, it has the same name as my cat. And it's purple and black, which are my favorite colors. Of course, I had to get it. There's only about a handful of these decks out there. I did pick it up from an artist called Ingrid Tarot on Etsy. You want to look them up? Now let's get started. I'm not sure, obviously most of my readings are going to be romantic in nature, so if you're not looking for that, you might want to just check out another channel. And we will just see what direction we're heading in here. I don't usually like to use spreads, especially on YouTube. I'm a channeler and a psychic intuitive, so just kind of go with what the energy is giving me. And today I feel like the energy is really high, actually. And I've been definitely feeling like that Venusian romantic spicy kind of Piscean / Scorpio energy, mixed in with fire energy. Let's see. What do we need to hear about today? Interesting. So this is a new deck, and I haven't pulled this card out yet. It says, what we see in symbology of tarot derives in large measure from our own intuition and once revealed reflects back upon each of us to further enrich our lives. So maybe someone needed to hear that message? Shuffle some more here. Kind of like, almost like spirits, like confirming what I said. This energy about the tower. Wow, I actually did see that on the bottom a moment ago before I started shuffling. So, and remember I just said I was feeling that very spicy energy like Scorpio. The tower is generally like Scorpio or Martian energy. The other side of Mars, a higher octave ruler. And some people also see it as Aries, but it's traditionally ruled by Scorpio. I'm just trying to see what I can see here. I feel like this is interesting. People are transmuting energy, and I'm seeing like a red, a blue, and a white in the smoke on this too. That's what's really standing out to me right now is this hot and cold energy. Actually, it's like a lot of things are actually coming to a head, and obviously there's a lot of that going on in the world right now, but there's been like a sudden drastic change in events, and it's impossible for me to tell whether this is a good or bad tower. And also, it's always going to be the person's perspective, right? The clairant's perspective on whether they would see it as bad or good change in circumstances, because some change is definitely needed in good, right? And we have 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands. So I feel like this is actually a good change. For some of you, this is like a successful change in career or money. And in this particular one, the horse's like coat that it has on over its saddle here, whatever, I don't know what you call that. It looks like a stack of money to me, actually. So I feel like there's some kind of financial upheaval. But with 10 of Pentacles, that feels like it's definitely a good change, a successful change. It's like you beat out other people to become the best candidate for this job. And I don't know why, but I'm seeing or hearing like herbalist or herbal specialist for some reason. I don't know if that has anything to do with anybody. And then on top of this, like grain stack on this coat, that could also be like outside of money. It could be maybe potentially a career in like medicine or alternate healing, or some of you are pursuing a career actually in some type of like spiritual energetic healing. And it could have come after a time that you lost your job and then you just kind of fell right straight into your true calling. And even though it's not at this point in time maybe paying you monetarily as much as the other position, it's more rewarding. It's more fulfilling. It makes you more happy. Like, that deck is very slippery too for a new deck there with all the gold foil. What else? What else is going on here? We have 10 of Wands and 5 of Cups and King of Wands. So clarifying the Tower here, we have 10 of Wands. So something has been completely dropped, like I said, some sort of situation. And what I'm getting is that there wasn't really like balance in the situation. So it tipped too far to one side and it ended. It crumbled. In this card, the bridge is actually crumbled here on this 5 of Cups. But there's also a firefly here. And it's very weird that the path ends before it reaches this cat. So it's kind of like there's an ending and you've crossed a bridge and there's no going back. And you're looking at what's behind you, but also fully knowing that now that you've crossed the bridge or this bridge that you're going to cross, even if it is leading you into success, there's some sort of regret. But it was too much to hold on to, so you had to drop it. 10 of Wands. And there's definitely something that's going to make you happy, something that you're very passionate about. So the 5 of Cups, it's always you're not paying attention to the 2 cups that are behind you, right? You're paying attention to the cups that have spilled. So the 2 cups that are behind you are all this happiness that you have, you know, when you turn around, this success that you haven't seen yet. So far, I feel like this is very career-oriented, actually. And some of you could be, like I said, going into Reiki, because I'm seeing like the violet flame right here. Also, the crown chakra is lit up. Something to do with, it could even be that you're a psychic reader too, potentially, which is with this intuition card. It's like something happened that ended and it was just kind of put you in this perfect alignment to actually go after your dream. But you're still kind of looking like, is this really going to be... Okay. Four Pentacles. Yeah, actually, there's something that you're holding on to, or you might have even been saving for this. Because in this one, we've got this tower, and we've got the treasure chest, which is kind of mirrored over here between, kind of like the same energy between these two cards. So it's like you've been saving for a rainy day or something like that. And it just so happens that now would be the perfect time, yeah, to pursue your purpose. And again, there's still this energy of some sort of defense. It makes me think there was some kind of wound in the past that happened here. And maybe that's why, if you're watching this and you're going into healing, maybe that's the reason that you're going into healing, is that you know that you need to offer your energy to other people to help them heal, if that makes sense, because a lot of situations that you've already been through. And again, this is back to over here on this energy of what this person is standing on in defense, even though this person, I say, but it's cat. Well, the foundation is kind of crumbling, and we've got K, T, S, W, or M, and X on these cards. And over here on this book, even though it doesn't directly say it, it has all the letters. It's making me think of Bast or Bastet. Definitely fits with the cats. And this golden energy. Yeah, Ace of Wands. And there's going to be some kind of opportunity that comes to you. This is almost like a continuation of these trees here. Same type of branches here in the background. And it's this creative spark. So I feel like if you're asking about a career question, if this resonates with you, if you recently had a change in your life, or you're thinking about making a change, or you feel like there's going to be a change, like whether you like it or not with this tower energy, even though you're holding on to this foundation that's sort of falling apart beneath you, I feel like Spirit's going to give you this little push, this little nudge that it takes to get you to the other side of where your passion lies. I suppose this could be seen as romantic too. Perhaps some kind of change that's coming in a relationship or that has already happened, and you're dropping this person and you're holding on. So it's like this hot and cold energy, like you let go, hold on, in and out, back and forth type of energy. Ultimately, I feel like that person might be having success somewhere else, or you might see that there's success somewhere else. If it's another person, you're feeling defensive about it and left out. Or your person is feeling defensive and left out. And you're finding happiness somewhere else with these two kings here, King of Cups, King of Wands, which also fits the energy that I was feeling in the very beginning when I was saying it was very spicy with like the Scorpio type of energy. And the fire sign type of energy. It could be like a fire and water sign relationship potentially. but it's a meeting of the minds. It's going to be someone that's more aligned with you. And it could be that you're already seeing all of this happen and your intuition is kind of nudging you in this direction, or you know that this is that you're going to somehow end up with this person or with this job or this career. And some of you, it's like you've been actually preparing for this, saving up for this. And then you're going to like shoot your shot, apparently. That's what I get with the Ace of Wands here. What's the challenge here? What is the Nine of Swords? Anxiety. And Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So the challenge here, again, going back, we'll go look at both situations. The challenge here, if it's career oriented, the challenge here is there's anxiety over the money. Especially if you've been saving, because when you've been saving for a while, it's hard to actually want to spend the money or use the money. Or feeling like you might be left out in some sort of monetary situation, or some of you just struggling financially right now while you're trying to make this move happen. And if it's relationship, the challenge here is perhaps that you're not sure if the person's going to feel the same way, or if this is going to lead to some kind of, obviously, a change in finances, right? When you get into a relationship, if you're not sharing money, even if you're each controlling your own money, if you're getting out of a relationship or you're getting out of being single, obviously there's going to be some sort of change in finances, right? Because you're either going to be spending more on the relationship with the person or joining finances. And so there could be a worry about some kind of financial burden. That's the challenge. And for some of you, a job could have ended, and then it's definitely a financial burden. And you're looking back at what a great opportunity that was, but what you're not seeing is this other thing that's coming in and coming along, this Ten of Pentacles energy. So, what is the guidance? Wow, these are trying to flip real fast. What's the guidance? I'm sorry about my dogs crying here in the background. What's the guidance here? What's the guidance? What is the guidance? And then we will be done. The Empress. Again, going back to using your intuition. The guidance is use your intuition and stop trying to fight, like go against the flow, is what I heard. Also, it's like there's something that's symbolic. I like how I didn't notice this before. These purple pumpkins. That's really cool. This could be kind of a struggle for a little while. Maybe for like the next 6 months. This might start coming into fruition more around Scorpio season, actually, in October with these pumpkins. Or this person or yourself as a Scorpio or water sign. I just keep getting that over and over. Although traditionally the Empress is a Taurus energy. But yeah, I'm getting that. Like, you gotta go with the flow. And Spirit has been leading you with signs and synchronicities, but you haven't really been listening to your intuition, so something happened to kind of just like force the situation. For some of you. For others of you, you saw this coming and you were just ready to put an end to something. but you're having anxiety over the new thing that's coming in, even though it's going to be quite wonderful. So, Spirit said, just let your intuition guide you, and you will get there in all due timing. Alright, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give me a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys back here on another reading. Thank you for joining me on Raven Element.